Live from the Texas Cheerlickers Studios, it's In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
Oh, man, look at that. We're back again. Put your shirts back on and start the show. Bookie needs to wipe off his stomach and start the show.
Jesus.
That's what you've created. You brought that in here to our dynamic.
That's true. I did indeed do this.
One of the drops coming back. We get that once a day.
Wow.
Cowboys camp is coming up. We need Jerry sing Glory Hole and Midget. That word again. Hi, everybody. Welcome to In the Building. It is good to have everybody on board. It is, if you watch this thing live on the day we do this thing, is it Tuesday?
Yes.
I've lost track. This happens to me every summer.
Yeah, it's
Just
Tuesday.
kind of lose track of the days.
Yeah.
Welcome in here. It is show number 368 of In the Building from the Texas Cheerlicker Studios at Pub Sports Radio in Southtown, Texas. The audio disseminator is the aforementioned Jose Bouquet. You can donate to us. Hey, the more money we make, it'll be easier to start on time. Just saying. Donate to us via the super chat. When you jump on here, and you can chat all you want. But if you super chat, it gives you the ability to tip this program. I'm a good tipper if you've earned it.
I'm a good tipper, too.
Our show has earned it. There ain't no reason not to get good tips up in here. You can also buy us coffees, which is another way to tip us, on the buymeacoffee.com link that no doubt Buki is getting ready to link or post. And our memberships, of course, our exclusive members-only material as low as $4.99 a month. You can subscribe to the channel for free, of course. Our subscriptions slowly creep up. We're going to get to 5,000. It'd be funny if we got to it right before Halloween. That'd be a good time to do your George Jefferson bit.
I know. I have to start letting it grow. I cut my hair kind of often, so I need to. Once we get to about 48,
Yeah.
I'm going to just start letting it grow. I'll just wear a hat if I have to go in public.
I did the, the West Side cut.
And LG did the Edgar.
He did the Edgar.
That was right when I was coming on, too.
Yeah.
And y'all met y'all at Jason's Deli.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all walked in, and I was like,
What? Oh, God.
what are y'all doing?
Yeah. We finally got Rudy, convinced him to join the show. He finally agreed to do it. His wife finally agreed to sign off on it. It was done. He was coming. In our first meeting after he signed papers, we roll in there with the Edgar and the West Side Cub. I look more like Quinn Ewers.
It was supposed to be a mullet, kind of.
Yeah, I was supposed to be freshman year Quinn Ewers is what I was going for.
Mm-hmm.
And Nina automatically said, you need to grow that out before we have intercourse again. And so I immediately started growing it out.
Oh, shit.
LG had the Marbach mop. That's what
The
he
Marbach
had.
mop,
it was
yeah.
Great on him. God almighty. He didn't have any women in his life. He probably still doesn't. That way he can do things like that. You have to make those conscientious decisions when you have a woman to think of when you make these
No
decisions.
kidding.
And thank God our girls put up with what they do put up with. So let's get into it. We have a guest today, probably in 20, 30 minutes or so from now.
Yeah.
A cool guest that she's been on before. We're going to have her come on for about 10 minutes or so and chat with her. And I'm actually glad that we have a guest today. We don't normally have guests.
No.
Because today, what we're going to start off with, I'm afraid would take an hour. And she's going to force us to stop talking about the fucking Cowboys. And so it'll be a nice segue out of Cowboy talk. Although, honestly, it's not even like, I said this yesterday, before Jerry's State of the Team address that made the whole world think he's an idiot. Again, for the upteenth time.
Right.
I'm trying to, and especially after going back and watching that yesterday, the state of affairs, no owner in the entire sports world that I can think of does what he does.
Mm-mm.
Nobody.
Mm-mm.
It's all about him. And I said this yesterday. I'm trying to separate, like, I'm just trying to root for guys individually on the team, you know. I'm not a Cowboys fan. I don't guess. I don't want to be. Certainly don't want to be.
I think you are, man.
I'm out of emotion with him.
I think you're out of emotion. You don't live and die with it, but you're still a fan.
We don't have sex. We sleep in different rooms.
Okay.
You know, the Cowboys do their thing. They go on. They join groups, and I join groups, and we kind of share the same roof.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But we don't have anything else in common.
Right.
So I'm just trying to root for individual guys. I think Tyler Booker's going to be a stud at right guard. I love Tyler Smith. He's a stud at left guard. I mean, I'd love to see Jaden Blue, my guy at Texas from the Longhorn. I'd like to see him get going a little bit. Love CeeDee Lamb. But I cannot stand their owners. I cannot stand their leadership. I cannot stand the organization. And I just want to try to get through the season as long as I can and enjoy the thing. And I've always stood by, just entertain me, baby.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
You ain't got to win or lose. But here's the thing.
This is entertaining.
And good, yes. And I need more of this. I need drama and dysfunction that makes him look like a jackass. That's what I need. And because here's the thing. I'm not interested in watching them play football because they're not going to be very good. I give it 6 games before I'm just falling asleep on the couch and I'm going to quit watching. I am not going to watch shitty football. I didn't watch one game last year when Cooper Rush took over. Not one. And y'all didn't even know that, did you? And still talked about their ass.
Yeah.
We can
figure it out.
I ain't spending 3.5 hours of my Sunday watching that shit.
Yeah.
So about 6 weeks into the season, when they're 2-4, we're going to come on here and I'm just going to live for the drama. And I think we have drama. I do. With the idiot owner, I think we're going to have a disgruntled Micah Parsons until he gets paid, and then he gets hurt because he hadn't done anything all training camp. Although he's there, I don't know if he's going to do anything.
Yeah, shout out to my guy Micah for showing up.
He's probably going to have a hold in.
Yeah, where he shows up so he don't get fined.
Yeah, he's going to work.
But at least he showed up. Most guys hold out, so
yeah.
I'll text you this morning. I'll golf clap Micah for showing up after the owner threw him under the bus.
For real. Yeah,
I'll golf clap him. Yeah, he's being a pro.
He's doing what he has to do. I mean, it's on them at this point. They're the one. Look, it was Micah that initiated. See, because Micah's not very mature. He decides to fly to Jerry's office in April, have a face-to-face meeting with Jerry without his agent there, and basically verbally agreed to a deal. Didn't even involve the agent. We did a segment on this in April.
Hey, the agent works for me, not the other way around.
Here's the thing. Where Micah screwed up was Jerry took that as, you said yes. They have not even sent a proposal to the agent yet. They have not met with his agent, Dave Mufalato, one time.
Well, they hate him.
They don't like him at all.
They hate him. I don't know what happened. I don't know the history, but I know they don't like him at all. I don't know what's going on with that situation, but it's going to be a difficult. I don't even think it's difficult. This is Jerry just playing to the crowd, get everybody talking. He's, leading the headlines everywhere, which is his goal, to keep, clearing $1 billion even after the janitor's paid. So he's going to get it done. I'm not falling for this again. I'm falling for this too many times. Zeke, Zach, Dak,
Michael will get done.
CD, Diggs. It's going to get done. It's just Jerry, doing the General Hospital, all my children bit.
Or is it that he just hasn't talked in a while?
He got to keep himself out there, man. This is a part of
the drama.
Yeah.
Completely 100%.
Yes.
It's not
this
just
is
that
a
he's
bit.
82 and an asshole.
This is a bit.
It's all a bit.
This is a bit.
And
dude.
they're going to wind up paying Micah Parsons every
it's a great bit because, again, they are leading every show today.
It's a way to let Micah skip training camp.
Yeah. Keep him fresh. You don't have to play preseason.
We
got to find a way to keep him fresh for December.
Yeah, until he pops a hammy in week 2 because he hadn't done anything all.
Now that's the other side. And it is a whole new staff.
Yeah. CD played banged up all year too.
Yeah.
Because he didn't do anything in training camp because he held out, and they wind up paying him every penny he asked for at the beginning of training camp, which was insane.
Right. Great bit, Jerry.
Yeah, it is.
I see you working, dog.
So it's going to be a lot of drama. Their team's not going to be very good at all. We've got mediocre running backs. You've got an offensive line still trying to gel and find itself. Not even sure if Tyler Guyton, the left tackle, is going to be any good. Terrence still hadn't done shit since he got paid, which Jerry threw him under the bus yesterday, which I thought was funny.
Yeah, it was. It was hilarious.
You're going to have guys on defense that actually want to win that are going to get pissed off because they're not winning, and they're not going to like the drama. You got now you have 2 high-dollar, high-octane wide receivers that'll probably not get enough love in the offense because Dak's not very good anymore and totally immobile. We got major drama this season. So that's what's going to get us through.
Hey, well, my favorite pundit TV personality thinks that this could be the second best QB wide receiving core in all of the NFL.
What pundit said that?
Mr. Clark thinks it could be. I don't know who he thought would be first, but he said Dak, CD, Pickens will be the second best QB wide receiving core in all of football.
I have a hot sports opinion. You ready?
No way.
Neither one of them get 1,000 yards in receiving yards this year. Neither one of them.
That's a hot take because that's CD will get 13 in his sleep.
There we go. I'm writing this down.
CD gets 13 in his sleep.
And it won't be CD's fault either.
No, I'm not. Yeah, we're not saying if that does happen. I'm not saying it will be CD's fault.
No.
But no,
Dak Prescott sucks. Their offensive line is mediocre at best. Their running backs probably
who
suck.
knows? Yeah, we don't know.
Who knows?
It's the unknown.
Jake Ferguson gets hurt. Dak's got no depth.
No third and short guy.
No tight end depth. So it all got rolling yesterday. Do you have Jerry's cut, Jose? Is the volume turned up?
Yes.
All right, let me set.
Well, is this Jerry's cut or is this Shoddy?
No, this is it starts off at Shoddy, but
Okay.
it's with Jerry. I doubt Shoddy even got any words in yesterday. So Jerry yesterday decided to throw Trayvon Diggs, Terrence Steele, Micah Parsons, and Dak Prescott all under the bus. Here he is saying, hey, I don't want to give money to guys that don't stay healthy. That's pretty much what he said, and even threw Dak under the bus. Run that tape, Jose Buki.
Just because we sign him doesn't mean we're going to have him. He was hurt 6 games last year. Seriously. We've signed, I remember signing a player for the highest paid at the position in the league, and he got knocked out 2/3 of the year, Dak Prescott. So there's a lot of things you can think about when you, just as the player does, when you're thinking about committing and guaranteeing money.
Hey, Dak can't even stay healthy for me.
Now, let me tell you something. If you want the truth, now, I still do. Jerry's still has his wits enough to know what he's doing. But the other side of that is this. If you want the truth, ask a young person or ask an old person. Now, while this is weird for him to negotiate in the media, because like you said, Mike, no one else in sports does this.
No one.
But he didn't tell a lie. Nothing that he said was false. Nothing that he said was false. So
But why are we paying him then?
Well, that's a whole other question. But I mean, he's just saying, like, look, there's some things we got to consider. That's all. And I didn't hear one lie.
No, I agree. He should have said this last year with regards to Parsons. Parsons needs to earn the contract.
Right.
He needs to stay healthy all year and produce in December and do things in December that TJ Watt, Max Crosby, Myles Garrett do in December. You need to be that. You need to be Von Miller 5 years ago if I'm going to give you more money than anyone's ever made that didn't play quarterback.
Right.
But he waits till the last minute to do it. Then he throws him under the bus in public, which is bullshit, in front of all of us, which makes him even threw Dak under the bus. Dak's been the most loyal guy to him because he's taken care of Dak and paid him all this money. If you're concerned about paying the money, why do you do it? Why do you wait until Max Crosby, Myles Garrett, TJ Watt get theirs? Then you come in forced to have to give Micah more than you want to give him. Just pay Micah in April, and this is not a problem.
Right.
That's the thing. I agree with you. I don't want Micah Parsons on the team anymore because it's going to cost me $75 million a year for one guy. Mm-hmm. I would have let him go. But you didn't let him go. You have to re-sign him now because you didn't let him go. So freaking do it.
Yes.
You throw him under the bus publicly?
Especially because you know you're doing it anyway. It doesn't make sense. Of course, once the market changes, then my demands change as the player. So, when Micah flew to you and agreed, you should have paid him then.
Right.
And then we're not here.
Exactly. And that's the reason why he won't talk to the agent, too. It's like, well, Micah said yes in April to my face. Well, why didn't you give him a deal then? Because Jerry's an asshole. This is douchebag on douchebag is what we're watching here.
Douche on douche crime.
Yeah, big time. J.J. Watt tweeted yesterday, sarcastically, to this very same cut we just played.
Is this J.J. or T.J.?
J.J.
J.J., okay.
J.J. wrote, anytime you can, he's being facetious, Anytime you can publicly take a dig at your star quarterback and your star pass rusher simultaneously right before the season begins, you just got to do it. Nothing makes guys want to fight for you more than hearing how upset you are that they got hurt while fighting for you. It's ridiculous. I get it's drama, and you're right. He creates it on purpose because he can't help himself and he loves it.
He loves it.
But that doesn't make it. It's still
Don't make it
fucking
right.
dumb.
Right. It don't
There's
make it
ways to be dramatic without being dumb. You are the butt of your own joke because you're the one that's doing all this.
At this point, and I blame the people around him because y'all were able to keep him from drafting Johnny Manziel and Shador Sanders, but nobody in the room has told him, Jerry, this bit is run its course. And now it's not even a situation where it's marketing. Now it's just we look crazy. So I blame whenever somebody's going crazy, and you know they have a circle of people around them smarter than that, I not only blame Jerry, but I blame the people in the room with them. And again, he's the boss. He's the boss of all bosses, and he can say what he wants. But at some point, like they said, hey, we put him in a straitjacket so he wouldn't draft Johnny Manziel. Well, put some tape over his mouth sometimes too, because at this point, he doesn't realize we're laughing at him, not with him.
He creates drama on purpose for the attention, and the result is we think less of him and call him an idiot. Creating drama is great.
And he's slowly, the fan base is slowly starting to get it in the sense
it's about time.
In the sense of like, hey, I'm not going to spend my money on this. So, but at the same time, people are more loyal to the Cowboys than they are their family members.
It's insane. I don't know, and I'll never understand it. Yeah. Never. It's shocking.
Yeah.
Again, I guess I think I said that correctly. It's if you want to be all about the drama.
Yes, that's clear.
And the red carpet and the ratings and all that, that's fine. That's what the Cowboys, they've been that way since Tom Landry was the coach. But you can be dramatic and get a lot of attention without sacrificing the wins and losses and ruining your salary cap, destroying your future. Jerry was way more entertaining back in the 90s when he was filing lawsuits against the NFL. Fuck you, we're going to drink Pepsi at my stadium. Fuck you, we're going to go with Mitsubishi. I'm not going with Kodak at my stadium. Mm-hmm. And they were still winning. And it was awesome. And I trumpeted Jerry. Yeah, Jerry's a renegade. He's an old oil man, old wildcatter. He does everything his way. He's an old land man. He don't give a shit. And it was entertaining. And he harbored coke, and they had houses for bitches, and he's banging girls on the bus with his own son, which is the weirdest thing ever, but whatever. But they were winning titles while he was doing all that.
Right.
That's going to be a documentary, right?
There's no way that's going to be in the documentary. No way.
Crazy.
It's going to be look how awesome Jerry is putting those 3 championship teams together back when I was 20 years old.
Absolutely.
That's what it's going to be. Sucks.
I look forward to the Mike Taylor breakdown of those documentaries.
Ugh. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to separate the Jerry stuff and just look at it as early 90s Cowboys fan.
Just look at the nostalgia. Just have a good time about the good old days.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Rudy's going to come in here one day and just trigger me real for funsies about Aikman or Emmett.
No,
it'll be fine.
Yeah.
No, I look forward to the documentaries because it's a chance to relive those times when my team was good. And not only was my team really good, I was proud of my team. I'm not proud to be a Cowboy fan. I'm ashamed to be a Cowboy fan. I don't want to be one. I wish I was not one in times like this. And it is what it is. Yeah. And that's where we are. Where you're throwing dudes under the bus that all they want to do is say yes and come report to work, and you play with their ass. This is the same guy, by the way, that when they were negotiating with Dez Bryant, they leaked personal family shit about Dez to the media. Hang on. I'm doing a fucking podcast. Get another job, dickweed. Telemarketer.
Scared of me. I thought I was my phone.
Sorry. Where was I?
You can't answer, Mike. That's how they keep calling. Like, oh, we found him. Let's call from a different number.
You know how many numbers I've blocked this year?
A lot. Me
no
too.
Less than 75. Anyway,
same.
So I'm just not proud to be a Cowboy fan. It's not that I don't love the drama. I said this when I first got to town in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
For all you Spurs fans,
I'm listening,
that are getting tired of the drama. The drama's fun. The drama's great. It's part of who they are. They didn't become America's team by being boring. This is not the Buffalo Bills. This is not the Kansas City Chiefs even.
No.
This is the Dallas Cowboys, baby. Who are the first organization in the world to stick cheerleaders on the sideline in an NFL game. How are they going to have? They're going to have long skirts and turtlenecks. No, they're going to be covering nipples and vages, and that's it. And then long boots on. That was Tex Schramm. Yeah. That was America's team in the 70s too, with Tom Landry. Yeah. But it's now all about him. The drama is only about him. And that's why it's sickening, and it sucks, and I'm just going to try to root for individuals. And I hope I'm wrong about Dak. I hope Dak has a resurgence. I love Dak Prescott. I think he'll be fine. I love Dak Prescott.
I think
he's a good dude. He's been so loyal to them, and the only reason he's been loyal to them is because they paid him so much money over the years. They've taken care of him.
I'll be loyal for 300.
And then what happens yesterday? The guy throws you under the bus because you got hurt. It's ridiculous. All right. I knew this is a good time to go to the guest.
Great time. Great time.
All right. On with us now is a lady that I've had on before in the past. Her name's Shannon May. She works for something called the Guardian Community. The Guardian Community. Where is Shannon? Show me where I can see Shannon.
Put up on the big TV.
Put it up on the big TV so I can see her.
Come on, man.
Shannon works for the Guardian Community. It's an organization that they help military people that have been overseas, or maybe not even overseas, but just military people, service members, first responders too. And they especially help people that maybe have come home and are maybe struggling with acclimating, anxiety, PTSD, these kinds of things. And Shannon does a hell of a lot of cool stuff with Guardian Community. And we thought we'd have her come on today in light of the floods, and we'll make that make sense. How you doing, Shannon?
I'm good, Mike. How are you?
I'm doing very, very well. So I know what you do, and I wanted to have you on this week after the floods, and because when you reached out the other day, I'm like, what did they have to do with the floods? And I got to thinking about it, and when we were texting, I'm like, oh, I see. Tell us how the floods and all that stuff that went on up in the hill country impacts some of the folks that you work with at Guardian Community.
So we actually went up there last Friday to check it out ourselves, went and looked at what was going on up at the floods.
Yeah.
A lot of first responders down there digging through rubble, finding things that is hard. I mean, they're actually pulling bodies out of rubble and underneath the gravel and trying to return these loved ones back to their people so they can bury them. But when they're doing this, they're mission focused. That's their whole entire thing is let's get this taken care of. Let's return them. Let's save these people. Let's do everything we can. But when this is over and they go home, they're going to sit there and think about this. And they're going to realize all the stuff they saw, all the things that are going to really impact their life now. I mean, PTSD is real. And it messes with relationships. It messes with your normal everyday going about life. So what we do is we actually offer trauma therapy. It's 100% free for veterans and first responders. And the thing that makes us a little bit different as far as therapy is we're all veterans and first responders who've also got PTSD, who've also had trauma, and who have also gone through this and found a way to navigate life to be happy again.
It's ironic that we're having you on today because Saturday at the liquor store I do part-time work at, I had a gentleman come in who has a construction company in Kerrville, and that he's loaned a lot of his equipment to the relief, to the help. And he was telling me, and just as graphic as it may sound, and next time I see him, I'm going to send him to you. And again, this is going to sound rough, but he told me to my face and the owner, like, hey, we're no longer looking for people. We're looking for body parts because it's been so long and because the body deteriorates. So, and he just looked, I didn't even know what to say to the young man. I was just like, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to respond, but he just looked totally beat down by it. So the next time I see him, I would definitely direct him to y'all's program because I didn't know what to say. The owner didn't know what to say. He's just totally beat down. So again, like I said, it's ironic that we're talking to you today because I literally just had a customer Saturday tell me exactly what you just said. And I don't know
that's
how
just
you get
it.
past that.
Well, I mean, you process it. There's a way of processing it. And I think that's how you get through it. I mean, you went in there for the right reasons. You want to help. You've got that kind of servant heart. But seeing things that you see, I don't know that you're really expecting that. And, we were out there last Friday, like I said, looking around. And all of a sudden, we kind of saw them tape off some stuff. And we look over and they're taking pictures and it's a body part and they're taping them off and they're taking pictures. And, they've got to try and figure out where this goes, who it belongs to. That's a lot to put on somebody. That's a lot. And, not even, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. And not even decomposition, because by that time that wasn't going on. That flood was so horrible that they were being slung into trees. So limbs were being ripped off, things that you don't even think about. There was dead fish. You would think a fish could actually survive water. It was that bad.
Yeah. I saw fish all over the bank, which was so
Yeah.
insane to see that. That's how bad that was.
That's what I thought too. I'm like, you would think a
Yeah.
fish could survive that. But no.
Right.
Yeah. Shannon, there's a guy called Steve in here on the chat. He says, as a former first responder, I probably could have used some trauma counseling. PTSD comes in many forms. So let's take it there. What does someone need to do? Like, if we reach out to you guys, what are you going to tell me?
So if you go on our website, the very first thing you're going to see is apply for our Guardian Renewal Project, which is this. And you fill out a little form. It's a couple questions. Somebody will call you. It'll either be me. It'll be one of our other mentors. We'll call you. We'll kind of walk you through what's going on, figure out what's happening, and assign you to the best mentor that we think is going to fit. Then we do an intake and we start weekly sessions. They're all done on Zoom, so you don't have to leave your house. But everybody's kind of got a different path. Everybody's got different things that they've dealt with. So we try and figure out, how do we help you move on and get past these things? And, yes, former first responder that probably needed it, he might still need it. I mean, is he waking up with night terrors? Is he still thinking about these things? I have one gentleman who feels bad for the people he couldn't save, and he has nightmares. He's a firefighter. I mean, he saved so many, but the ones he didn't save are the ones that get him.
Geez, when you and I were on, you were on our show last year, we talked mostly about military guys coming home and trying to acclimate, just trying to get used to being a civilian or whatever. I never even thought about first responder trauma.
Right.
And you don't think about that. And you assume like, surely fire departments got counseling. I'm sure that they do. But by the way, not to say anything bad or negative or like undermine any professional, not that y'all are professionals, but it's like, I can just know that, like, especially if I'm a military person, I'm more comfortable talking to someone with a military background that can help me rather than someone without one. It's just because we're peers.
The point. That's it. It's really hard sometimes. There's a couple different things. One is you go talk to a counselor. They've gone through college. They've got their degree. They're sitting there and they don't really understand. They've never been through it. So it's kind of hard to feel comfortable, feel like it's a safe space. Another thing is that, like you're saying, yes, the fire department has this. Yes, the police department has this. But if it's something that might be reported back and they might be a little bit fearful that their job might be in jeopardy because they're not handling something well.
Oh, wow.
They tend just to say, you know what, man up, let's just handle it and hide it.
That's a great segue, because how do you talk to a man's man? When you bring up the word therapy to a man, to most men, the first thing we say is, I'm good. Life's hard. I'll be fine. How do you even break through to these men and women to say, hey, you know what? Maybe you do need to talk to someone without that wall going up? Because immediately the wall goes up and you're like, no, I'll be fine. Everybody goes through things. I don't need any counseling or therapy. How do y'all approach that?
I guess the way you approach it is just being real with them. I mean, lots of times it comes in different forms. Like, your marriage just stinks. You're fighting all the time. You can't, have a good relationship, and you don't understand the why behind it. And lots of times it's this kind of stuff. There's been trauma in your past that you haven't worked through, and you don't know how to move on from it.
Mm-hmm.
And your spouse doesn't know either. And that's another thing we do. We do spouses of, military first responders, because they're part of it too.
Mm-hmm.
They've lived it differently.
Yeah, and this is all still just happening.
It
They
is.
still, I think, have 3 folks missing. We're not even done finding everybody. Y'all are going to be probably fielding calls for months to come. Don't you anticipate?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's normal. If they're even willing to realize that what they saw is causing issues.
Yeah, and that may
Bingo,
take a
right.
while for them to even have that epiphany or whatever. And everybody's
that's
different,
just
like you
it.
said. Everyone's
Everyone's
different. Got their own story, their own reasoning. Gee,
And it's crazy because that is very typical of the man part,
Yeah.
especially like the
Yeah.
police chief or fire chief. They
Right.
basically just tell you, hey, man up. That's your job. That's what you signed up for. No, I didn't sign up to take body parts from a 2-year-old and hand it back to their parents. Like, that's not what I signed up for.
Good night.
But,
Good Lord.
some of these body cams on the police officers, that's what they're doing. They're walking into houses with domestic violence, and they're literally not being able to save these babies and see things they weren't expecting to see, and then being told, hey, it's part of the job.
Right. Good grief. All right, it's guardiancommunity.org. And that's the best thing to do, right? Just go to website.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do. And, we do a few other things too. We do emergency assistance. So if somebody's, needing food, there's an assistance application.
Okay, good.
Put it in there. Let us take care of it. You see us out on the golf courses. That's what we do on Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays. We're out there raising money on a par 3 challenge. The money we raise out there goes
Oh,
to
I've seen that. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I've seen those. Yeah. Okay. Got you.
That's
I've seen
who we
that
are.
at a few of the golf courses I'm at. They're at the par 3.
We've got
Yeah.
some great golf course partners. Bo LaHoo out at Golf Club
Golf
of
Club of
Texas.
Texas. Yeah. That's where I
Probably one of
normally
our
see y'all. Yes.
biggest
Now I'm putting it
supporters.
together. Shout out
Yeah,
to
and
Bo.
so
Bo's a great guy.
he's amazing. That one thing I will tell you though is that money that we bring in from that par 3 challenge, that's what we use for. We use it for taking care of veterans that need food, medicine. They can't get their electric bill paid this month, and the therapy that they need too.
When's the next tournament?
They don't
We
even
are
do
getting
tournaments
ready.
every day.
We do this every weekend on all different golf courses.
Oh, okay. There's so
That's
many
just what we
clubs.
do. But Rudy, we actually are getting ready to start back to doing tournaments again in the next few months.
Good. Yes.
Well,
I've seen
reach
that.
out to us. Me and Rudy want to play in one of them.
I will.
Right,
I
Rudy?
absolutely will.
Yeah,
I just
absolutely.
spoke for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I
All
definitely want to.
All right, Shannon. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you for this, Shannon.
That's
Y'all
No,
are much
thank you.
needed.
Stay in touch, because this is not just because of the floods. Y'all are year-round opportunity for
Oh,
people just to have.
all the
It's a
time.
community. It's literally a community.
And that's just it too. Sometimes people just need help. They don't have anybody. They don't have family. They don't have friends. They're trying to navigate the VA system to get their disability ratings. They don't know what to do.
Right.
And something a little different about us is they get our cell phone numbers. So this isn't just once a week thing. If they're in the middle of a crisis, they'll call. We're here.
Awesome.
And that's a little different too. It's
Thank
a
you, Shannon.
family.
Appreciate it. All right. Stay in touch. Let
Thank
us know
you,
about
Shannon.
the next
Thank
tournament
you.
y'all have for sure.
I
you'd
will.
like-
I appreciate
like a
it
big
so
one
much.
you want to do, let us know. All right, Shannon. You got my
I
number.
will.
All right.
I do. Thank you, Mike.
All right,
All
Shannon.
right. Bye.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
Nice to meet you too.
Guardiancommunity.org.
Yeah, I see them all the time. And most of the time it's Golf Club of Texas. I want to say I forget the whole thing. It's 13, 14, somewhere around there.
Mhm.
But
You take
always
that
see
for
'em.
granted, man. You think about the victims, and you think about the politics, and you get mad at Greg Abbott, and you read all the articles, and you feel bad for the kids, and then you just like, oh yeah, the people that actually had to go in there and find all these people.
I told you
They
that
need help.
guy at Texas Chair Liquor, he was just beat down. He was like, yeah, I've been loaning my equipment to Kerrville. I got a construction company.
Yeah.
And he was like, when he told me, because AD's standing right behind me, and he says, we're not looking for people, we're looking for body parts. And the room just goes silent. Like, what do I say to that?
There's nothing to say.
And he's
That'll be $8.99. Don't forget
Yeah.
your discount.
yeah, I didn't know what to say. I was like, geez. And then you text me this morning. I was like, wow, literally just went through that with
Wow.
somebody.
All right. It's in the
Crazy.
building. It is show number 368. Thank you to Shannon May and the work that she and all her colleagues do over at Guardian Community. All right. It is, might as well do the Texas Cheer Liquor spot. One dude's like, tequila's my my therapy. All right, Greg, that's fine, but be careful.
That
Be
probably ain't the best
careful.
way to deal with it.
It's a short-term solution. It ain't long-term. But in the short term, whatever you buy, 5% off when you mention in the building. All right, it is Texas Cheer Liquor, the official liquor store of In the Building. 7 locations from I-90 all the way up into the Hill Country and Bernie.
You
and all
should have sent Jose your whiskey snob video.
Oh, really?
You should have sent him that. We'll play it tomorrow.
All right, we can do
that. For the people that aren't on social media.
That is going to be a 4-part series, sir.
Oh, you got 2 more?
Yeah, I got 3 more.
You were like, I'm going to knock these
it's
out.
A 2-part series.
Good job, my dude. Good job.
No, you'll notice that I have the same shirt on.
So what?
Don't let them see how the sausage is made. I'm working hard out here for a spot.
Hey, I didn't say anything. You said it. You said it, not me.
4-part series of those customers, whether you're a whiskey snob, a
bourbon
wine
snob,
or don't know squat, they'll take care of you. Texas Cheer Liquor. They got great wine, that's for sure.
Yeah, they do.
I bought a bottle of Mayomi Pinot Noir. It's good.
I like that one.
It's good. I'm gonna crack that open on Friday. All right, thanks Bouquet for helping us get Shannon on. That was pretty cool. And thank you to Texas Cheer Liquor. Don't forget 5% off when you mention In the Building. Tammy in Austin's in here. Rob served, that's her husband, in the Army 13 years. What she just shared is good and relevant. Love that interview. Thank you very much. Yeah, those people.
It's just so hard to
what
get.
They do is
it's so hard to get. And I'm just be honest. It's so hard to get men to understand that they need help.
Sound like you're speaking from experience.
Yeah, we're just like, cause it's Gen X boomers. We grew up thinking everybody's got problems. Get over it and go back to work.
Right.
But sometimes you got to talk to somebody. And
right.
that's like, I wouldn't know, like, let's say if I saw that guy again, I wouldn't know how to be like, hey man, by the way, this lady I had on my podcast, she can help you. I don't know.
Yeah.
How do you even do that?
We like to give younger people shit. Most of the time we're just goofing. Right?
Yes.
Some of the times I'm not goofing. There are times where these young people, it's like,
sure.
You need to nut up.
Right.
Rub some dirt on that and keep fucking going.
But if you've been digging out body parts, I'll give you,
right.
Yeah,
now,
it's a different thing.
That's different. That is
different.
Unbelievably, less than no % of the population will ever have to do
or
that.
military people that, see
But
some
that doesn't
stuff,
mean you don't also get to have anxiety at work, trauma at home with the family, issues in your personal life, whatever. That's fine. So I don't want to. And Rudy makes a good point. As men, we're like, we were raised where nothing is so bad that we don't. That's not true. There are things, and you get to have your own feelings.
Mm-hmm.
You get to have anxiety. Your own anxiety is your own anxiety. Now there are chances where it's like you need to toughen up, but there are also times when guys like us and boomers also need to realize I can't toughen up on my own. I've tried it.
Right.
So that was cool.
Thank you to Shannon.
All right.
I've got a good palate cleanser for us.
A good what?
Palate cleanser.
A good palate. Are we going to see women fighting again?
Oh, no. We'll see.
I don't like seeing this old girl get knocked out.
This is even better.
I did not tell you to play this.
I did. I immediately texted Jose and said, we have to figure this out.
I obviously changed the music, but
wait, how did this come about? See, Mike normally likes to set things up, but I wanted to do this behind his back.
Okay.
So how did this come about?
This is clearly AI. This is not me. That's my new excuse for fucked up shit. That's AI. That ain't me.
What is going on? How did this come about?
Do you see that little skinny Mexican girl behind me?
This is Nina's idea.
That's my life.
Okay.
This is what it's like being.
What the?
Okay, this is not the right music that goes along with these dances.
Oh yeah.
But we don't have the copyright to play Jay-Z.
Right.
I heard Sweet Caroline.
You didn't hear Sweet Caroline.
Oh yeah, that's what I heard though.
How are you not tired yet?
My feet were sore the next day. This is the edited stuff. We did so much more.
What?
Okay. All right, fine. I'm just going to give some. I know how you feel about promoting businesses.
No, promote it. It's fine.
So Nina's boss, one of them, owns a whole bunch of storage sheds up in the Hill Country.
Great money.
He owns like 7 of them, and most of them are in the Canyon Lake area. So Nina and I, she needed to go up and do some stuff at one of the sheds.
Okay.
And this was our way of promoting the storage sheds. Whether you need to store a car or belongings or boats. They even have boat storage there.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
it's right on the lake.
I know what you're talking about.
That's right off of 306 where this
So y'all were
occurred.
way out.
Yeah, we spent the whole day up there.
Good.
We made the day of it. And it was cool. It's like, I've been wanting to get, and I said this a few weeks ago, if you want to help the hill country, go spend money.
Spend some money.
Go spend money. There's no need to just, you can help whatever you want, or just go spend money. And she's like, hey, man, I got to run up to Canyon Lake. I got to do some stuff at one of Mitch's storage sheds units. I'm like, okay, cool. She's like, do you want to go? It's going to be a while. I'm like, yeah, I'll go with you. I'm like, fuck it. Let's just make a day of it. So we spent the day in the Canyon Lake area spending money at local places. And there was so we went to, after that was over, thank you, Jose, for running that. Thank you, Rudy, for making him do that. Hey, I'm 50 years old. I'm 50. I can do what I want. That's my new excuse for everything.
The moves were there. Some of the moves were solid.
They used to be better when I was 20.
Where did the blindfold come into play? Is this a thing? Is this a trend? Is this something going on?
It's just some sort of trend.
Okay.
Where
I can't keep up with them all.
You play music and you're blindfolded so you don't see what your partner's doing and you see if y'all do the same moves or not. When it's over.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure she didn't know you were humping the ground like Bobby Brown.
She didn't know that till she saw it. When she saw the video back. Well, but if you heard the song being played,
we couldn't play the song because of copyrights.
No, we went up there, and so that was over. It's like, well, let's just make a day since we're way up here.
Yeah, I immediately. I text Jose immediately.
Oh my God.
I was like, Jose, get this on the show.
We went walking around the lake, and went to a really cool little lake bar and restaurant called Breakwater. It's right off of 306, right along the lake. And there was actually a huge pontoon that was over on the side.
I love pontoons. That's my favorite boat.
It was all in pieces.
Oh, damn.
They had drug it out of the water the other day.
That sucks.
And it was so weird because we're having this great day. We're sitting there. I'm having a cold beer and a burger overlooking that beautiful lake. Which, by the way,
it's full now.
This is nature. This is nature. Don't give a shit, and nature gives and takes. One of the good things about the floods is that the drought is over.
Yeah, it was low.
Canyon Lake's lake level now is as high as it's been, I think, in 60 years.
Yeah, it's bad.
And so this is great for the boaters, and I hate even saying that. Yeah. And it sucks that it's a tragedy that causes that. It's like the pandemic. The air quality on Earth hadn't been this good since the 20s during the pandemic because we were all inside. It's just Mother Nature, man. One of the crazy gifts is the lake looks awesome. Yeah. And boaters are back out. So Nina's going to do some promotional stuff for the storage shed area because he's got a lot of room there for boats. People that had boats that left because of the drought, they'll probably be coming back. A lot of people have lake homes. They have houses. They have second houses out there. Some people live out there. I mean, there's a whole community.
No, I saw
to promote the lake, but I saw that pontoon all destroyed. I'm like, wow, it's the yin and the yang of nature. Look at this beautiful lake, and then this boat just destroyed over on the bank. I was taking a picture, and I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, because I don't know the story behind that boat.
Yeah, who knows what's going to happen. Also, I saw this one.
But thank you for playing that.
Yeah, one guy did a study that you know Niagara Falls, right? All the water that comes over that fall in a day.
Yep.
That river took on double what Niagara Falls does in a day.
Jeez.
In 45 minutes.
That's insane.
Now
I didn't see that.
Now think about that. Think about all Niagara Falls is nonstop.
I know.
It took on double what Niagara Falls takes on in a day in less than an hour.
God,
I don't even know how how is that even possible? But yeah, man.
I guess I have to believe him because I don't comprehend.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't comprehend it either.
All right, if you're looking for storage up in the Canyon Lake area, since I might as well. It's CanyonLakeStorage.com. CanyonLakeStorage.com. Nina's boss owns it, so if you need some storage in that part of the area, for all my all of our hill country people.
I got to meet him at Line and Rose. Good
Nina's
dude.
got 3. You met Mike. She's got. This is Mitch.
Okay, I met
Nina
Mike.
works for 3 millionaire landmen.
Gotcha.
You met Mike. He's a great dude too. Mr. Mitch is the co-founder of the whole shebang, And he's got like 17 side hustles. These freaking guys, man. They make me feel so
it's
inadequate.
hard as hell to get your first million, but once you get one, it's impossible not to get more.
So he's a landman, but
Right.
one of his side careers is he started a storage business.
Storage business is a great business if you got the capital to start it.
It just sits there and collects money.
Yeah, you know how many people don't purchase a storage? I think my mother-in-law's had a storage for 7 years.
Oh wow!
And that's just one person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Imagine.
Crazy. I know.
Imagine 300.
Dude, yeah. So it's CanyonLakeStorage.com.
great money.
Thank you for playing that. That was good. All right, and back. And Mother Nature giveth, Mother Nature taketh. Malcolm Jamal Warner.
That one hurt, man.
That one hurt.
That one stung, especially because when I saw that he passed TMZ, I saw it. I was like, oh, shit, he was battling something we didn't know about.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the case.
Family Vacation.
Fudge.
Obviously, most of us know him as Theo Huxtable from The Cosby Show. He's been in lots of stuff since over the years.
But we know him as Theo.
Yeah, Theo Huxtable for Gen Xers. We grew up on The Cosby Show. He was very private with his family. Like, we didn't know his wife's name, his daughter's name. He did his thing, and his family life was
from everybody.
Amazing dude.
Right.
A great dude. That just go in his family. They thought that's great that Daddy does that. That's wonderful. But our family thing is ours, no one else's, and I love that. And so they're down in Costa Rica, not in near an area that I've been. I love Costa Rica.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
Just said that.
You know what an ocean man I am. You know how much I love. One of the reasons I'm so excited we have a television show is because it's in an ocean town in Corpus Christi. I love the ocean. I love lakes. I had the best day I've had in weeks hanging out at the lake on Sunday with Nina. I love the water, and I as much as I love it and love being in it, every time I find out my twins are going to the beach, the first thing I say is have fun and you be safe and use your head, and because my little twins have become really good swimmers, but even good swimmers can take that for granted and get caught up. Every year where we lived in Hawaii, we had at least one tourist get killed a year right in our neighborhood. Mm-hmm. You know what was happening because you see the helicopter over the ocean, because tourists go down there and they underestimate the power of that sea. And I'm not saying Malcolm underestimated it. I don't know the details, but somehow he got swept up in a current out swimming and just got taken out. Mm-hmm. And they found his body, God knows how far away. And
no pulse when they brought him to shore.
Nothing they can do for him. 54 years old, man.
That's young.
That is no bueno.
That's awful. When I saw that, I was like, was he also? Because I remember when, Chadwick Boseman passed, they were like, oh, yeah, by the way, he had stomach cancer. I had no idea. So I maybe thought that's what was going on.
Right.
And then only to find out an awful
in front of his family, man. You imagine seeing your
talking about PTSD. Do you ever get past that?
No. His daughter will never get past that. She saw her daddy drown. It's nature.
Pour something on the block for Theo, man. That sucked.
That does suck. And so that's all I got to say on that, honestly, other than I loved The Cosby Show.
Me too.
And I see where Bill Cosby has released a statement, very sweet statement from the heart, talking about how much he loved Malcolm, kept up with him.
Who said this?
Bill Cosby kept up with him over the years. He was so fun to work with, such a professional. Even as a little boy, he was just such a joy to work with and was always prepared and knew his lines and always got it right and always was on the right spot. And it made filming the show easier. I'm separating Bill Cosby's personal shit.
We're just talking about the show,
from the show,
right?
And I'm now 50 years old. The Cosby Show ended in 1993 or something like this.
It was late 90s, somewhere around there.
So I haven't watched the show as an adult man because it was as a child when I loved it. But if I went last night, I thought about this driving over today too. Just thinking about my all-time favorite shows, even though I've had so many shows in the last 30 years,
the tops.
It's still up there, man. The Cosby Show is still one of the great sitcoms. Forget sitcoms; it's one of the greatest television shows that I've ever seen. One of my all-time favorites. I love the Cosby Show. Love it.
One of the standout episodes when Theo's pleading his case with Cliff. that, hey, man, I'm just a guy, man. I'm just a C student. And
Yeah, why aren't you doing better in class?
You should just love me how I am.
Yeah.
And the crowd's going crazy, and everybody's clapping like it's this moving moment by Theo. And Bill says, Theo, that has got to be the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say. Since when do you get C's and D's? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, damn. I thought it was about to be a moment in Bill's. I'm like, you know what, man? You're right. Give me a hug, son. Bill's like, no. You're better than that.
Yeah, yeah.
Great
and
scene.
Theo's like, I don't need a lot of money. I'm gonna be fine.
Yeah,
He's like, you ain't go. You see this brownstone? You ain't gonna be living here. I'll live in New Jersey.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because they got the monopoly money.
I'll ride
he's
a motorbike.
He's like, all right, it just cost this for rent.
Yeah.
I'll live in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. And then he's got a little bit of money left, and Bill goes, "You plan to have a girlfriend?" For sure. Bill just takes all the money.
Great scene.
Great scene. Oh man, I always loved Lisa Bonet, of course, like
We all
everybody
did.
else did. I always thought the older sister, she was weird. She was half white, but
She
overlooked
was
it.
She was a little different.
I loved her husband too.
Oh,
What the hell was his name? The character
I forget his name, but yeah, he ran on some tough times. Tyler
Edmund.
Perry.
Was it Edmund?
I think it might have been Edmund. I
Something
think it
like
was
that.
Edmund.
Edmund.
And then yeah,
Oh, the Cosby Show.
the Cosby Show, man.
The Cosby Show, and it's funny because Bill had so many mysteries, but I was living this wild-ass, insane life with Grandma Becky. The Cosby Show showed me that it's possible to just have a regular, normal life.
It showed us that everybody wasn't,
Yeah.
and there was nothing wrong. It showed us that everybody wasn't Sanford and Son. Everybody wasn't Good Times.
Oh,
It put the black family. Black family can have a lawyer and a doctor and live in a brownstone and wear $1,000 sweaters and $300 pajamas. Is like, oh, so we're not just living in the projects.
That's a great point.
You know what
dude.
I'm saying?
Yeah, that's awesome.
It put the black family in a different light, and Bill did that on purpose.
I love that.
Yeah,
And they had episodes about that.
right.
Cockroach, the
Cockroach.
Theo's buddy.
Yeah.
God, Bill Cosby was America's dad, and Theo was his son.
Yeah.
Golly, and he drowns at 54 in the ocean on
Yeah.
vacation.
And Con Clip says 54 is young. I was thinking that's a full life. No, bro, 54 is young.
54
To
is
me,
young.
I think it is. Y'all agree?
Hey, Kong, did you say that was I'm 50 years old.
Well, his parents
can we
passed at
extend
54
that?
and 56.
Oh, well, my grandma died at 51.
Right.
In November, I will be the same age that my grandmother was when she died. That blows
To
my...
me, that's young.
That's crazy.
Early 50s is
Crazy.
young.
We got some money in so far, Bouquet. Scroll back up. I think we got one or two in here today. Shout out. Thank you. Aaron Canooper, $4.99 in the building in memory of Theo Huxtable. R.I.P. Thank you, man. Where's our boy Isaac III? After the year me and my family have had in losses like the great Malcolm Jamal Warner, I really feel blessed to have seen my 45th birthday yesterday. Prayers
Happy birthday,
to him and
brother.
his family dealing with loss. Happy birthday to Isaac, giving us money on your birthday.
I know.
Happy birthday, belated.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Appreciate that. All right. Shout out. Couple of guys. Last week it was Gary Rice and his wife. This week it is Richard Ramos and his wife Terry.
We just partied with Saturday.
Getting their roof done. GC Services Roofing is making yet another proud paid member, making their wildest dreams come true as far as their roof anyway.
Right.
Redid Richard's roof. Super stoked that what's his number 15?
15 roofs.
Rudy likes to keep track of how many roofs we've fixed.
Yeah.
Through GC. Thank you to GC Services Roofing, serving the Central Texas Hill Country in San Antonio and South Texas and all the way down to the coast and back. It's GC Services Roofing, the official roofer of In the Building. And Lone Star Nano Services, they work in conjunction. Lone Star puts on this nano spray on the roof. They call it Love Sauce. They'll come in there. Maybe you don't need a new roof. Maybe you just need a little Love Sauce to preserve the life of your roof. Or even if you get a roof done, might as well get the Love Sauce put on it to preserve the roof even longer. It's Lone Star Nano Services and GC Services Roofing. All right. Do a little punching, get a little violent.
Let's get a little violent.
Let's get a little violent up in here. It's time to punch folks here on In the Building.
Now, it's time for People I Want to Punch on In the Building.
Who you punching?
I'm punching Bengals rookie draft pick, Shamar Stewart. First round pick by that. Currently in a contract dispute with the team, causing him to miss the training camp. And the disagreement centers around language in the contract that would allow the team to void future guarantees if Stewart has a transgression that results in disciplinary action. So, look, Shamar,
everybody has these in their contract.
My guy, like at some point somebody had to test free agency. Like I get it. At some point in everything we do, there's been a trailblazer that kind of changed the way. But my guy, it's nothing wrong with asking. Mike and I in this business, we kind of go back and forth like, hey, should we ask for this? Should we ask for that? What do you think? I don't want to mess up the deal. Should we ask for it? And we say, and so I get it. Sometimes these discussions and these negotiations can get a little tough. So I get it. Ask. All they can say is no, but they've said no, Shamar. Everybody has this. Everybody has these things, my guy. This might be the dumbest holdout I've ever heard of. So by his and his agent's theory, the Raiders should still be paying Henry Ruggs $25 million while he sits in jail for killing somebody. No. Now, I get it. You got these situations where, maybe somebody lies on you, you do something, say you did something that you didn't, then you get cut and they're able to void the contract only to find out that you really didn't do that. I get all of that. But to me, this is NFL, this is millions of dollars contract 101. This probably again, this isn't a thing about like how much money, because it's slated. Every pick is slated. So it's not about money. So to me, I don't know who his agent is, but this ain't very smart, Shamar. You need to get to camp, sir.
Yeah, you're not.
They're not going to pay you to whatever it can. It might not even be jail. It just could be anything. They're not going to just pay you to not be there.
Right. These guys all have clauses where they can't water ski.
Some of them can't snowboard. Like, we heard you like to snowboard. We've been following you. You can't do that when you're with us.
Right. And we're going to give you $10 million to not do it. Okay.
And if something were to happen, unfortunately, no, we're not going to pay you.
Right.
I don't get how this is a thing.
What transgression is he wanting to go commit?
Right.
You ain't Kurt Flood. You ain't fighting for free agency. Yeah. You're not Colin Kaepernick. Need to take a knee on this one. Go ahead and sign.
Shamar. I'm punching Shamar Stewart.
Golly.
You asked, they said no, get to camp, dog.
All right, I'm punching.
But I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's an Aggie.
Oh, I think
he
is.
He's working out there still.
The Aggies take a beating on this show. I think I say that twice a week.
The Aggies are the rich, miserable guy. We've all known the guy who has a lot of money, but he's just miserable. His life's just miserable. That's the Aggies.
Yeah, Shamar. Good, get to camp, sir.
I'm punching the Texas Governor Greg Abbott and the Republicans in the state of Texas.
What happened? What did he do now?
For being dumb on gambling.
Oh, yeah.
This remains a non-gambling state. Do you know how many states now have outlawed gambling? What we're down to?
No, how many?
Down to 12. 38 states now have legalized gambling in some form. Regulated, of course. 38. And they are all doing just fine. God did not punish them. Jesus didn't come back and smite them all. They are making hella money with gambling. And they are rebuilding roads, giving teachers raises, giving cops and firefighters raises.
Now, if we're going to do that, Mike, we need to hurry up and get it. If we're going to give cops and firefighters and teachers raises, what are we waiting on?
The evangelical Christian church that runs the state of Texas.
What, gambling is bad and you'll ruin your family?
That's why we don't have legal weed or gambling, because of the church. We have got to separate church and state in this state.
Yes, well said.
It is ridiculous. And as we embark upon training camp, I can't bet on the NFL legally in the state of Texas, and it's ridiculous. Do you know how much money y'all could make as a party? And I bag on them Democrats, bunch of pussies, but this one's on the Republicans. The Democrats are all for legalized gambling. The Republicans are not. I don't understand. There's a lot of money to be made here, boys. Let's go make it.
Who's doing the standing ovation for this? Oklahoma and Louisiana. Because us Texans got to drive over there to hit the casino.
I know.
They're like, Oklahoma and Louisiana like,
ridiculous.
Thank you, Greg.
Ridiculous.
Appreciate you. You want some rims on that thing you driving?
Look, I live here. I choose to live here. and it's where I fit. It's where my 99% of my family is.
Right, same here.
And, I've always lived my life through one of many slogans being any and all things Texas, with a few exceptions. But as the years go by, the exceptions start to mount.
Right.
There's a lot of things I do not like about my beloved Texas.
So are you more understanding of weed than gambling? Does the gambling piss you off more than the weed?
No, the weed pisses me off more than the gambling.
Really?
Well, they both piss me off.
Yeah, I know.
They're both bullshit that they're illegal. That's hard to compare them. But, I mean, I'm not a big gambler. I'm not a pothead.
No, I know you're not.
Y'all all think I am.
No, you're not. Far from it.
But there are the regulation, the taxes, the regulation that we could do as a state
Their
on
states,
weed.
the weed is thriving too. The weed states are thriving.
Sure.
Making a shit ton of money.
How many states have legalized weed? It's probably in the
that
upper
up,
30s. No, it's less. It's less than gambling. I think it's probably like 28, 29. More than half. And they're all doing fine. The earth didn't cave in on itself. God didn't punish all of them. They didn't have, they're not all dying of famine. They don't have a plague of locusts that have swarmed over all of the states that have legalized cannabis.
Yeah, man, I can't, no disrespect to Eagle Pass. I'm not a slots guy. I'm not a poker guy. So I would love to be able to hop on I-10 over there by Top Golf and hit a casino.
Right. Yeah.
I'd love to go just hit the casino, man.
So half the states in the country have legalized recreational marijuana. 40 of the 50 states in Texas
have medical use. 24.
We're one of the 12 slap dicks in a state of 40 million people. Can you think of the money to be made?
It'd be insane.
If we would legalize gambling and weed. It's insane.
I didn't know that some states were giving some of that money to teachers. That's a great idea.
Yes,
Since
and firing cops.
Yeah.
And building roads. We talked about Colorado yesterday. It's pound for pound the best state in America, in my opinion. Legalize gambling and weed. Guess what they do with all the taxes they raise? Shit like that. The reason why you talked about how beautiful MLK Boulevard was in Denver?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pretty cool, huh?
Pretty
cool. They allocate the funds from weed and gambling.
Didn't know that.
It's almost like they treat everybody equally with the money. It's bullshit. It's absolute effing bullshit. So punch Greg Abbott, man. It's bullshit. You know what? Our governors stay in office too long.
Oh gosh, yeah. Don't get me started.
The longer you stay in, we need more. We need to. We're never going to do it. Not while I'm alive. But we do need to redo term limits in this state on governor.
Sure.
You know, since 1995, we've only had 3 governors. 3.
It's insane.
Governor Bush became president. He became the governor of state in 1995, right? And he lasted 5 years. And the only reason he lasted 5 years is because he ran for president.
If he didn't run president, he might still be governor.
So in 25 years, since Governor Bush ran for president in 2000, we've had 2 governors in 25 years.
It's insane.
You stay in power that long,
Jose was like, "Oh shit!"
No, none of us.
That's Venezuelan-esque right there.
Yes, it's dictatorial.
Yeah, I've only had 2 leaders. I've only had 2 leaders in Venezuela all my life. I couldn't believe that's the same for Texas.
Same for Texas. Yeah. How long have you lived in Texas?
Since 2015.
Okay, you caught the tail end of Governor Perry, I think.
Just
barely.
Actually, just kidding. I graduated in 2015, so I got here in like 2013.
Okay, well, you've had 2 governors. You caught the tail end of Governor Perry, and you're under the reign of Governor Abbott. I don't care who you are. If you stay in power that long, you get corrupted in the mind. It warps your sense of decision-making.
And you just start doing stuff to keep the job instead of doing what's right.
Correct. Everything you do is about you.
Keeping the job, right.
Horseshit. Anyway, that's it. All right, show brought to you in part by Orlando Kell, the official family lawyer in the building, brings us people I want to punch each and every day. Oh, Kell, that's my man. You got that picture I sent you yesterday? I forgot to remind you to post it. What a great shirt. Y'all want to see Orlando, what he looks like?
Orlando I don't think anybody's ever seen O'Kell.
Rudy's never even met the guy.
I've never even met him, not in person.
He's just this quiet benefactor, which are great. I love. Well, Now, for the record, we got invited twice to go to UT games, and we couldn't do it.
Yeah.
We got to take him out. Look at that shirt. Sorry for your schloss. It's Bag on the Aggies week.
Shout out to Kel.
There's Kel. 26 years that man has been practicing family law in the great San Antonio, greater South Central Texas area. A proud graduate of UT Law. Sorry for your schloss. Oh, the Aggies.
The Aggies.
Oh, all that money and nothing to show for it. Thank you,
Texas's punching bag.
If you need a family lawyer, it's 210-775-4995. He works with Aggies, too. OrlandoKillLaw@gmail.com. OrlandoKillLaw@gmail.com. You see where Jimbo Fisher's back in the public eye.
What'd he say?
He got a job. He's doing some sort of pre, half, and post for the ACC.
Oh, God.
He fits much better in the ACC. Doesn't he, Aggies? Not a real good fit in the SEC, was he? No. He's fitting. Of course he's going to work in the ACC. That's where he belongs. Where he should have stayed.
He won the title over there. But yeah.
He did.
He did win the title
technically. All right. One of the stories that has riveted me all year long, actually the last couple of years, is all these athletes and celebrities having their houses broken into.
The most recent, the Guardian second baseman?
Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks second baseman.
Yeah. Cattell Marte, the poor kid who was crying the other month when some asshole made fun of his dead mom. Then his house got broken into while he was at the All-Star game.
$400K worth of shit.
So we have another huge bust. They busted a bunch of the guys behind the ring. Now, there's other little copycat factions out there. Somebody got Marte the other day. Yeah. They didn't get because there's guys in jail for this, but somebody broke into Marte's house.
Right.
Well, one of their major fencers, and for y'all that don't know crime, what do y'all know? All right, boys and girls. Today's vocabulary word is fencer.
I know fencing because I'm watching Animal Kingdom.
You got to find somebody that can take your stolen shit and sell it for you to make money on it. And they busted the lead fencer.
Wow.
And this guy had a bunch of Joe Burrow stuff. And they traced it to a pawn shop in Brooklyn, New York.
Look, let me tell y'all something, criminals. If you're going to steal some shit, don't take it to a pawn shop.
This guy was big time.
Right. If you're going to take it to a pawn shop, just drive yourself straight to jail. You know what I'm saying? Save everybody some time, you damn idiot.
This dude's facing deportation, by the way.
Oh, God. I was hoping that this wasn't
He's not a Mexican. Let's not freak out.
Okay.
All right. Dateline. Here's the AP. A New York City pawn shop owner has pleaded guilty to buying and selling luxury items stolen by a national burglary crew whose victims include Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. I just started watching quarterbacks. Oh, that's good.
It's good?
Yeah,
I got to watch it.
We haven't gotten to Joe's house being broken into yet. I'm sure it gets covered. Burrow was playing a road game in December against the Cowboys when items were stolen from his home. It was his girlfriend that almost showed up while they were there still.
Oh, that's right.
Remember, that was scary. A pattern of athlete homes have been burglarized while they were publicly scheduled elsewhere includes Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Luka Doncic, Mike Conley Jr. The owner of the pawn shop, Dmitry Nezahinsky, 43, pleaded guilty Friday to one count of conspiracy to receive stolen property in a Brooklyn federal court. He admittedly knowingly purchased stolen property, including high-end watches, jewelry, and handbags from these assholes that stole Joe Burrow's stuff. Nezahinsky, whose sentencing date has not yet been determined, faces a maximum of 5 years in prison and restitution of approximately $2.5 million and forfeiture of more than $2.5 million in property. He is from the country of Georgia, one of the member of the former Soviet republics. Are we going to deport him? You know, Trump loves those Russians. This guy was this is a fencer for a big-time national athletic burglary ring. Hey, he may not be a rapist, but he's definitely a criminal. Are we going to deport his ass? He probably got to get deported. Huge bust.
Yeah, if I got I wouldn't know who to get. I wouldn't know who to sell it to.
Right. That's the thing. Stolen property. What are you going to do with it?
Nothing.
You got to find a fencer.
Right.
And this guy was fencing. So I guess the fencers don't get in near as much trouble as the burglars themselves.
Right.
Because he's facing a maximum 5 years.
Yeah.
His pawn shop's going out of business.
Yeah. They didn't do the actual B&E. They just accepted the items.
Right, for sure. I got to get me a Joe Burrow shirt. I did start watching quarterbacks yesterday. I'm going to go watch a bunch today. I'm going to binge on it. He's just Burrow, man. I'll report back when I watch it. I want to
Let me know.
I want to watch quarterbacks because I got to make room for the stupid Jerry doc coming out soon. And there's another one coming out that we talked about that I need to go watch too. It's on my queue, but yeah, Burrow's just such a okay. Hot sports opinion. He's so buttoned up, and he's just very. I don't know how to explain Joe. He's just
Joe is
very
like
quiet,
it's
very
weird because
simple.
Joe likes to get fly and Joe likes to be fresh, but
Yeah.
once he gets behind that mic, he turns into this stoic person. Yeah,
like a robot.
I don't know.
Almost. It's weird.
You got to ask him.
And so
Jamar Chase is great. I hope he gets paid. Like it's nothing
right,
there.
right. And yeah, there's nothing to him.
But when you watch
But
him
we
walk
know there
in
is.
and he's got this suit and these crazy glasses, and I'm like,
yeah, and
but
they
then
all
the guy
love
behind
him.
but the guy behind the mic, he's one of those guys that's one of the guys when he's with people he's comfortable with.
Yeah, he's back there smoking cigars with everybody.
But when he's
after
around
the-
a bunch of us, he's like, "Oh, dude, I ain't letting y'all in." Yeah.
He's got this just weird look on his face.
Very.
So I'm still trying to get to know
Process
him.
who
Some
he
I
is.
love him.
Yeah.
I just don't know shit about him,
Mm-mm.
which is interesting. Anyway, all right. Before we get out of here, thank you to Sammy's Embroidery. Went over
Sammy!
saw Sammy yesterday. He had one
How's
of those.
he doing?
He had one of them crazy vehicles he drives with the 6 tires.
Oh, that's the Apocalypse.
The Apocalypse, yes. He's getting ready to go have his G-Wagon armored.
Did you ask him about that?
I did, yeah. I mentioned the
Is
G-Wagon.
the
He's like,
G-Wagon even here yet? Because it was on back order.
no, he's still planning to get it
Okay.
armored. Yeah, for sure. My man Sammy's Embroidery. Shout out to Dale, who was in there this week and apparently ordered a whole bunch of stuff for their company.
Oh, good. Thank you, Dale.
Shout out to member Dale. It's Sammy's Embroidery. If you need something embroidered, stitched, Sammy's Embroidery is the guy. Bring them any logo. They can match thousands of fonts and logos they got this. I'd like to go back in the back one day and watch them how they do that. They got this state-of-the-art, world-class,
Print
perfect,
machine, yeah.
it's like software technology. Computers are now doing this. I'd like to ask Sammy, okay, show me how you did it in 1994 when you started.
Oh, shit.
And now show me this gamma ray y'all use now. Thousands of logos. You can create your own logo. We had a guy a couple of weeks ago took a wood carving of an airplane and the name of the company he works for, USAA, and took it to Sam. Can you turn this wood carving into a logo on a shirt? No problem.
No problem.
Absolutely.
I
And took
got
care of
you,
our
dog.
guy. Sammy's Embroidery. 210-824-3900, just south of North Star Mall on San Pedro. But it doesn't matter where you live, Sammy ships. Visit the store in person. Hit him up at samsembroidery.com. Call Sam. No matter where you live, they can take care of you. I saw Sammy's Embroidery up in the Canyon Lake area the other day. Yeah, he's flexing out. And so he's blowing up, and we're happy to go on this ride with Sammy's Embroidery. 6900 San Pedro, right on San Pedro, just south of North Star Mall. 824-3900 or samsembroidery.com. All right, we're done.
We're done.
Okay. That was fun. Thank you to Shannon from, what are you laughing at? Thank you to Shannon from Community Guardians. What are you laughing over there?
It was just fun. It's like, oh, we're done. Wow.
You've been very quiet over there today.
Yeah, I didn't want to embarrass myself in front of Shannon.
Oh, we had a girl on, so we clammed up.
Yeah, I was like, oh, God. Oh. Let's not talk about my tits today.
He turned into Joe Burrow.
Boogie and I got to run over to George Gervin Center.
Oh, that today?
We got to go over there.
Excellent.
Shoot an in motion.
Badass.
Shoot an
All
in
right,
motion.
cool. When is he going to
episode.
drop? Let us know.
That's a great question.
You got to
Ask him. Okay.
Great
All right.
And we have
That's
an interview
it.
tomorrow, by the way.
We're done.
You what?
Love y'all hard.
Interview tomorrow.
Oh, his brother tomorrow.
Yeah, we have Jose's brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law tomorrow.
Yeah, we're not related by blood, so he probably did
Yeah,
something weird.
Jose's brother-in-law tomorrow.
Are we going to ask him about his
We
anything
need
that his
to
brother
get
does?
some insights on who we work with every day from the brother-in-law. And it turns out, and the brother-in-law is a sportscaster with Telemundo.
He was Univision.
Yeah, he just jumped over.
He
Yeah.
crossed over?
Yeah, he went Skip Bayless and jumped networks.
Oh.
This should be fun having his brother-in-law on tomorrow.
Yeah, he
We're
doesn't know
going
much
to talk
about
Mexican League football,
it. Sure.
and we're going to talk Bookie's weird habits with his brother-in-law.
We're not going to bring up any of that. I don't want him knowing that. We're not
He
going to say
probably
he
knows
lays.
some of it.
We're not going to let him know what he does on his own belly. We're
Is
not
he,
going to bring that up. We're
is
not
he in-
bringing that up.
Is he in Miami? Is that where he lives?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I look forward to this. All right, tomorrow we're going to have a professional Mexican broadcaster from Miami who happens to be related to our producer.
Yeah.
And whatever else comes up. Thanks, everybody. Thank you to Shannon May. We're done. See you boys in here mañana.